Welcome to our tutorial brought to you by Tech and Design. Please subscribe if you find the video helpful to you. In today's video, I have a bathroom scene. I am using Autodesk 3ds Mask and V-Ray. Basically, I'll show you how I came up with this render. So to start off with the floor, click on M to bring in the material editor slot. For my floor, I'll use two marble finishes just to bring in some contrast. So obviously I'll put there's a bitmap in the diffuse channel. Ideally is just download some free textures from the internet, tweak them a bit in Photoshop. So I also create my own specular channel from in Photoshop, which I'll show you how I usually do it in a separate video. Then also there's also create a bump map. So with these three elements, I'm able to create a more photorealistic finish. Please look out for this in my other videos on how to put together these three elements to create photorealistic renders. So a brownish marble texture, the dark or black marble texture. So the most important thing here is UVW map. Always ensure when you apply your texture, always use the UVW map so that your map appears to be as realistic as possible. So always play around with the U and the V tile between 1 and 3 depending on what I'm looking at, and then also playing around with the select and uniform scale in the menu bar, just to scale up your map as correctly as possible. And also depending on where the direction you want your grains or your texture to flow. This in the case of a tile. Created a mirror texture, rather a mirror finish, which is already applied, and then there's a frame, a dark wood frame also around the mirror. The same applies for the wall. Texture, again resizing the texture using the UVW map. Apply glass material, also the metal surfaces. Apply a finish, a suitable finish. Could be aluminium or stainless steel. Most of these materials can be found in your V-Ray installation from the presets. Of course, there's that element of render times, because it's always best to create your own material. Lighting, I use V-Ray light material. Like I said, it's pretty simple space, nothing much really. So just to begin our test renders. For output size, use a basic 800 to 600 by 600 V-Ray and a progressive image sampler reduced to 0.01. The rest leave as default. GI, radiance map, low, light cache, 500. The rest leave as its default. You don't need render elements. It's only that for my case, when I open 3ds Max, I have a template already set up, So I have those render elements that I have for my final render. But for test renders, so that you don't slow up the process, you don't need the render elements. Space not looking bad. I've noticed one or two things which need some slight improvement. For the purposes of the render, today's render, I think not done too bad.